I bought out my uncle's 50% share on our beach house, and now I'm denying my cousins their vacation home. Am I the a-hole? When my grandpa passed 20 years ago, he left 2 houses to his kids, my mother and my uncle. My grandpa didn't make a will, so they both had a 50% share in each and were both entitled to using the houses in the same way. One of these houses is a pretty big beach house that my cousins, my uncle's kids, and I spent our summers in, and is the crown jewel of the inheritance. My uncle got divorced 20 years ago, and that divorce left him in debt. My mother tried to help him settle the debt at the time, but we weren't comfortable financially either, so she couldn't. As a result, the debt piled on and kept increasing. It wasn't pretty for my uncle, and he probably fell into a pretty severe depression. I'm only saying probably because it's undiagnosed. Divorced, in debt, and soon after my cousin stopped talking to him. He was a broken man and sort of withdrew from all of us entirely. The situation remained unchanged for the next 8 to 10 years, at which point he started to slowly improve. He was still massively in debt and was paying it incrementally, but he started talking with his kids again. He wanted nothing to do with the beach house, however, since he only had bad memories of it. That didn't stop my cousins from using it as a vacation home. 50% was their father's after all. From that point on, my cousins and I all shared that house for our summer vacations, generally without much problem. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I've done all right for myself. Not all of it was through merit skill, as I was fortunate enough to marry into a very wealthy family, out of love, not for the money. My uncle was still in debt, so I offered to buy his share of the beach house, but only if it was enough to settle his debt. As I said, he wanted nothing to do with it, so he was more than happy to sell. We consulted a few real estate agents to get a feel for the market value of the house, and we found out that the whole thing would sell for 300% of my uncle's standing debt, so half was 150% of his debt. He sold it to me and my wife for 130%. So now, 50% of the beach house belongs to my mother, who was okay with us buying and helping out her brother, and 50% to me. My cousins are absolutely furious. They were against the sale from the start and urged their father not to sell, but he was eager to get out of debt, and the house meant nothing to him either way. Now they've focused their anger on me and are saying I took advantage of my bankrupt uncle and cheated them out of the inheritance. I never really liked my cousins, so I've told them I bought at a fair market price, and if I was really taking advantage of their dad, then I'd have just bought at 100% of his debt. They're still complaining, saying I moved too quickly and I should have given them time to get enough funds to help their father get out of debt on their own. Am I the jerk for buying out my uncle and not letting my cousins use the house anymore?